This is Boxing Tickets and and we're joined inside the MTK Global bubble with Padraig McCrory. How's things, Paddy?
We are good. I am in my room. We got a quarantine for the next 24 hours until our test results come back, and then from them we're allowed to go walks and stuff. But it's quite different.
I'm sure it is. Obviously, it's probably your first fight away from home.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously leaving behind the wife and two kids. I see that they packed you a nice wee surprise last night.
Yeah, actually. So I went in my bag there, and I was going through it and found a lot of like chocolate supplies, chocolate and like gums and stuff. And then at the bottom, I found some photographs of my wife and kids. So like it was a nice surprise. Like it was nice. It's nice to see it, or like it's nice like to see their faces.
Definitely. Does it feel like a sort of fight camp yet? Obviously, we're having to do the lockdown and things like that.
Um, it's all so. I'm just back from a face to face with Mickey Ellison. We done like it was like a what's it called like on Sky Sports face off.
It's like a sort of head to head sort of thing.
Like a head to head, and we talked on IFL. So that's the first like we really seen each other. And like the sort of like pre-fight nerves sort of like kicked in a wee bit. But oh, it's a different environment. But I suppose like we're all in the same boat. And we just got to get on it.
Definitely do. I guess obviously it's something a wee bit different for you now. Obviously, normally you're running about, still giving out tickets and
Yeah.
not really getting indie fight week. So I guess for once you're actually going to be lefty piece.
Yeah. So there's definitely a lot of less stress on ticket sales. Usually I sell it's usually about 120 tickets, and it's usually 50% of them are in the last week, so it's always stressful. But this time, like all that stress is away, and it's just about getting myself like mentally and physically ready, just for Wednesday night.
And obviously, Faker is going to see Paddy on the TV.
Yeah, and it's on YouTube, so I hear like all he wants to watch is YouTube. So he's going to go on YouTube, and I think it's going to be me fighting. So I think it'll be hopefully a nice surprise for him.
Definitely. Well, I know obviously I see you've posted something there. The Devenish are obviously going to be having socially distanced obviously event for Wednesday night. So um, obviously from you fighting in the Devenish to now obviously having a crowd there to watch you fight, it's
It's
coming a bit full circle.
yeah, definitely. They have a massive screen like it's in the car park that they had like a cinema and stuff at. So they're going to show it on that, and like obviously they'll have all like the social distance measures and stuff like in place. But I'm expecting a decent wee crowd to go there and watch the fights. And it'll be good to see some of the videos like after as well.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's definitely like it's a bit surreal going from like fighting like fighting on the undercard in Devenish to now people going on like kind of watching you on TV.
There'll be some videos going about, I'm sure, Wednesday night and Thursday morning. People in some shapes.
Hopefully it's all celebrating.
Yeah, you're right. And obviously the inflated hammer will be out in force.
And the big hammer, yeah, ready to go. That's the hammer you got to worry about there.
You're right.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's your first full camp. Obviously, under Dee. I don't really like to speak too much on how camp and things have gone, but keeping it sort of within the family and having Dee there, and obviously a longer training camp. I'm guessing obviously you're feeling in the best shape you've probably ever been in.
Yeah, definitely. So me, Dee and Dan, we started like must be 13 weeks ago. Now, obviously, like the start was just about like building the engine and getting back into some sort of shape. But it's been a good 13 weeks. And then towards the end, like we just like ramped it up. Some good sparring, like conditioning sprints and stuff. The sparring been with Dee, all the conditioning stuff's been with Dan. And I definitely feel like I'm in the best shape that I've been. I'm hitting the best numbers that I've ever hit in terms of times, in terms of weight. like the weight that I'm lifting. So I'm definitely a stronger and fitter fighter.
Which is obviously really good news that we all want to hear.
Yeah.
Guess obviously it's been a quick turnaround, obviously for Dee as well. Obviously last week, Lewis going there and picking up his first title. He's obviously now like yourself. He's at his first pro belt. Has Lewis passed on any messages to you, and obviously what they expect with the rest of the build up to the fight?
Yeah, so it was good that Dane Lewis was here last week just to pick up a few wee things. Because obviously, like being here and being on like lockdown, it was unsure of what sort of food was available for making weight, what food was available for after in terms of like refueling. But we definitely got some good tips. And Lewis got a burnout one last week, and it's now giving me that extra bit of like want to go and keep the good feeling going.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously you'd nearly be like the team captain of the team. Obviously, you've quite a few years in Lewis as well. So obviously he's done the job now. Now it's up to you to do your job.
Yeah, well, like I'm sort of new to the team, but I joined and I haven't felt out of place. All the lads, like they're always like saying about my want to win. Like if it's something so small, like I gotta win it. If it's a sprint, if it's a run, I gotta win it. Like they're always saying like I'm so competitive, and it's making them push that bit harder as well. So I found like I picked up like a wee role, and sort of like trying to lead the team on as well. I have a bit more experience over most of them, so I hope I can like teach them as well. They're all good fighters in their own right as well. So Lewis, I've been with Lewis for like more or less all of his fights. And Lewis is very young compared to me, so I'm taking inspiration from him. And let's hope we can keep the good buzz going.
Definitely. Obviously, Irish boxing's buzzing at the minute. You only have to look. Every fight card has been Irish boxers. You're keeping the flag going tonight, as we obviously said in the post earlier, with the fact that another fight card, another Irish fighter boxing. So, it's fantastic times for Irish boxing.
Yeah. So, like, I would have never thought that I would have came to England and been fighting on a card as the home fighter. You don't see that very often. So I'm here. I'm the home fighter. I'm fighting against a guy that only lives about an hour and a half away, but I'm still like I'm in the home corner. So, like I was very I'm very privileged to get this chance. And Irish boxing's been flying over like the return of boxing. Apart from John O'Carroll and Eric Donovan, we've had very good results. So I'm just hoping that I can keep that going.
Definitely. Obviously, come back to Mickey. Obviously, I know you've had a face-to-face sort of thing with him as well. He's sort of turned pro similar times, and he's both had instances where he's both fought Harry Matthews. He's both fought an opponent twice. I guess the one thing for you is probably you're going to have more confidence because you've fought a bigger crowd, but now we're going to have no crowd.
Yeah, well, do you know what? If you look at both of our cards, I think Mickey has had a couple more, I think, harder fights than me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Mickey's fought on big shows as well, so I don't think I don't think I have like an advantage that way. I think my advantage comes from my ability. I think I'm just a better fighter than him. But yeah, so like with no crowd there, we're both in the same boat. I've fought on big shows before in front of small crowds, so I don't think it's going to be anything seriously different for me.
When come back, obviously, they're probably amateur days. Can you remember ever fighting, with 50 people or less in a venue?
Yeah, I do. I fought in loads of countries. I fought actually in the Shanghai Leisure Centre in front of about 10 people against a Spanish guy. it's just it's quieter. And they probably didn't like the same buzz, but once you get in and you get punched in the face, I think that soon leaves your mind.
I know McConnell had always said the other week he was looking forward to having no crowd there because you could hear the reactions of the punches. Obviously, going back to your fight with Steve Collins, I guess obviously if there was no crowd there, you may have noticed sooner that he was gone in the 8th round. So you're looking forward to obviously hearing the impact of obviously what your punch is going to do on Wednesday.
Yeah, sure. Like we spar a lot, so and it's usually only like in a quiet gym, so like we're used to hearing that. But with 10-ounce gloves on, it's definitely going to be. I think there's definitely going to be a lot more sort of without impacts. And I think you'll notice more if you land a good shot. And it's definitely going to be a very different environment. Apparently, you got to go, you got to keep your space. Once you fight, you got to leave. So, listen, it's strange times, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to hearing the shots land. I'm looking forward to taking a few. Hopefully not much, but like it's all part of the job.
Definitely, as I've seen through fight camp, obviously people in different experience it. Sometimes somebody gets in too confident. We obviously had Gary Colley who was breezing his fight last week, and obviously was knocked down in the 5th round and was able to show he was able to come back from it. So I guess the good thing is keeping yourself grounded, knowing that the opportunity is there for both of you.
Yeah. Usually I have a few people like cheer me on, and sometimes if you're getting it like a bit hard, that extra cheer they can push you on. But it's just something that I have to deal with, and I'm finding that like the will and want within myself, and I'm very confident that I can do that.
Definitely, and as I said, none more so in ourselves. I think we've been to every one of your fights so far, so it's sort of strange seeing a fight week there and not being able to be a part of it. And I guess for a lot of friends and family of your own, it's going to be the same.
Yeah. So this will be the first fight missed by like a lot of people, including yourself. And like it's such a shame that they can't be here for like what I see as my biggest fight to date. But let's just hope I can get the win, go home, and hopefully towards the end of the year we can get something where fans are going to be allowed.
Definitely, fingers crossed. I know obviously the government's stance is I think October they're even before they're even looking at crowds and any sporting venues yet. So I guess obviously
so there's some places like in America, like Texas and stuff, that are holding events with like small capacities. So let's hope like we can all go to like the same way.
Saying obviously
like obviously like people's health and well-being comes first, but I just hope that towards the end of the year that we'll have some events with fans there.
Fingers crossed. I was saying the Horn Jesu fight last week with the crowd, and you're sort of going, what's going on? There's people actually spectators and watching this fight, so it was sort of looking out at the crowd, going, what are you doing there? Because obviously
was there much there?
Hey,
was there much there?
I think there's about 12,000 maybe, if even that. They were spaced out a good wee bit. It looked strange, obviously seeing crowds obviously at fights.
Yeah, it must have been like a massive venue to have 12,000 and spaced out.
It looked a wee bit like Windsor Park does. Well, not even as much as Windsor Park. It's sort of two big stands on the sides and then sort of no stand behind the nets. So it's hard to gauge, obviously, with TV there, obviously, what the crowd was actually like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully that's okay.
Looking forward to hopefully Lennox Lewis tuning in for another.
Yeah, let's get Big Lennox tuning in, and hopefully I can land that big right hand again and show him how it's done.
You're right. Well, look, Paddy, we'll obviously let you go. Obviously, we know it's a bit boring today, obviously having to isolate and things like that. But obviously, with fingers crossed, toes and everything crossed for you on Wednesday night. If you any message you want to send back to fans, obviously tuning in for Wednesday?
No, I just hope that I get the win. I do us all proud, and I'll hopefully see us all soon for a celebratory drink.
Yeah, Padraig, it was lovely chatting with you, and all the best for Wednesday evening.
Get to the Devenish. There'll be a good crowd there. Go watch. Bye.
Cheers,
Good chatting.
bye.
Take it easy.